Stephen is a real estate investor and YouTuber with more than 4.5 million subscribers. He is also worth $1 billion. He also frequently publishes personal finance-related videos. Recently, Stephen, a renowned authority on providing millennials with forthright financial advice, offered his thoughts on how young people can amass wealth despite starting with nothing. Be wary of who you listen to. According to Stephen, a considerable proportion of unproductive financial advice emanates from those who have failed to attain success. He cautioned, be wary of the individuals you choose to listen to, due to the fact that many people in the world have nothing going for them and do nothing with their lives, but they are eager to tell you what you should do. Stephen advises ignoring detractors and focusing exclusively on the counsel of those you aspire to emulate. Piece of advice from someone with whom you would not wish to trade places is to avoid accepting their counsel. Develop your credit rating. Stephen is of the opinion that establishing a solid credit history must be done immediately. According to his perspective, whether you like it or not, those three numbers determine whether or not you will get a job, get a low interest rate when you buy a house, leverage your money, or even get an apartment. He made this remark irrespective of your personal stance on the concept. It advises those just starting out without credit to obtain a secured credit card, exercise judicious monthly usage, and ensure punctual payments. An additional prudent practice is to monitor credit scores using a free application. You should apply for higher rewards cards after 6 to 12 months of using starter cards, but balances should always be paid in full each month. Practical experience is required. During his 20s, Stephen placed significant importance on the acquisition of a broad spectrum of work experience. He elaborated in his explanation by saying that each career path would furnish an individual with a distinct collection of abilities that could prove beneficial in a future occupation. He recommended that you ascertain your ideal occupation before seeking out entry-level positions, even if they were unpaid, in that field to hone your abilities. If that does not work out, promptly change courses and continue your education. The professor suggested, for the sake of furthering your education, make strategic use of your 20s. Select a business with room for expansion. According to him, a scalable business is virtually required to generate substantial profits. If you want to build your wealth quickly, you probably won't get there with a traditional job. According to him, if you want success, you'll have to look elsewhere. Although an appeal to all individuals, he believes that if done correctly, starting a business in your 20s, especially in the field of sales, can generate income rapidly. On the contrary, Stephen contends that success is achievable for any enterprise that utilizes the freely accessible online resources and maintains a steadfast commitment in the face of obstacles. Generate income from an assortment of sources. Stephen considers relying on a single source of income to be imprudent. Research conducted by the Internal Revenue Service indicates that millionaires generally possess 7 distinct sources of income. According to Stephen, a significant proportion of millionaires derive their livelihoods from alternative sources of income, including real estate rentals, dividends, capital gains, and conventional employment. Additionally, he believes that having multiple revenue streams affords the opportunity to generate supplementary funds and ensures financial security. Avoid purchasing into lifestyle inflation. Stephen warns against lifestyle inflation, which occurs when individuals increase their expenditures in tandem with their income. He provided the example of an individual whose income decreased from $400,000 to $60,000 to $90,000. They were unable to save any additional funds, however, as their lifestyle expenditures increased proportionally. Instead of allowing yourself to become habituated to spending more money, he advises you to invest any windfalls you receive immediately and as a solution, as if there were no raises. At this time is not the time to reward yourself with more money than you have earned. Stephen is quoted as saying, invest from the outset. Early investment is something Stephen advocates in order to maximize returns. The researcher noted that an initial investment of $1 at age 25 could potentially yield a return of $21 by the time the individual turns 65, while an initial investment of $1 at age 30 would yield only $10.68. Stephen expressed this subsequent observation concerning his 20s. It was a race against time to make the most substantial financial investments possible in order to avoid squandering the opportunity. He promotes the practice of young people consistently contributing to a Roth individual retirement account, IRA. If you maximize your contributions to your retirement account in your 20s, you have the potential to become a millionaire in the long run, according to Stephen. Indeed, you must have a budget. During your 20s, you may be in the early stages of your professional career. This signifies that your current earnings are below the minimum threshold of your potential. Therefore, it is more important than ever to maximize each dollar you earn. In constructing a budget, one formulates a spending strategy with the intention of preventing unnecessary financial waste. This increases your ability to invest and save money, thereby enabling you to further accumulate savings. A self-made entrepreneur and the director of home buying at jifhomebuyers.com, Gagan Saini advises that one should begin establishing a budget without delay. As per Saini's analysis, maximizing one's 20s and accumulated wealth requires a singular focus on establishing a robust financial foundation. Essential measures include the establishment and adherence to a budget, the repayment of any outstanding debt, and the acquisition of passive income-generating assets. Additionally, beginning to save money frequently and at a young age is vital. Consistently setting aside even nominal amounts of money can accumulate to a substantial quantity over an extended period of time. Commence a fresh enterprise. If you are in your 20s and wish to launch a business, you will have numerous opportunities to generate income. Young individuals have the opportunity to experiment with various businesses. Failure to achieve success enables them to attempt again with minimal repercussions. Additionally, a thriving company may generate supplemental income, allowing you to earn additional funds while climbing the corporate ladder. Davis believes that starting a business is the most effective method to become wealthy in your 20s. Starting your own business in your 20s is the single best way to accumulate wealth, he stated, and he was entirely correct. In contrast to salaried employment, a suitably organized organization possesses the capacity to yield exponential returns for its personnel. To gain the requisite experience, an individual may commence with a low-investment internet enterprise, such as a drop shipping business or freelance consultancy, prior to venturing into more substantial endeavors. Brian Clayton, the current CEO of GreenPal and a self-made entrepreneur at the age of 31, was capable of substantially augmenting his financial resources after establishing a company. Clayton emphasized, "My lawn mowing business was my entry ticket all the way through. I have devoted a substantial quantity of time and effort to this undertaking, and the outcomes have demonstrated that the returns have been extraordinary." Invest your capital in the equity market. Premature stock investments will afford a greater duration for the compounding effect of your investments to materialize. Furthermore, despite starting with a relatively small amount, it possesses the capacity to serve as an outstanding strategy for augmenting one's overall wealth. Mike Hansberger, the self-made millionaire and proprietor of Next Mission Financial Planning, advises investors to commence their investment endeavors without delay at the age of 45. Getting started as soon as possible is the most crucial factor, recommends Hansberger. Time is the most benevolent being with regard to youth. Additionally, you should strive to acquire as much information as possible regarding investing. In the beginning, the rates and amounts of your savings will have a significantly greater impact than your earnings, despite the fact that compounding your investments is an essential strategy. Zhao advises younger investors to consider index funds in the context of passive investing. Zhao recommended that one start saving early and invest prudently. Consider making an investment in index funds and exchange-traded funds. Furthermore, apart from providing an exceptional opportunity to acquire exposure to a wide array of equities, they often entail expenses that are more affordable in comparison to actively managed funds. Moreover, they possess the capacity to provide certainty and enable you to relish your 20s without perpetually fretting over your financial situation. Given your youthful age and financial capacity to assume additional risk, a greater proportion of your portfolio comprised of equities could potentially yield greater returns. Stephen posits that it is feasible to attain wealth in one's 20s through the implementation of strategic methodologies. These methodologies include diligently monitoring credit, amassing an extensive array of professional competencies, generating income from diverse sources, circumventing lifestyle inflation, and engaging in active investment during one's youth. Although difficult to attain, he believes that determined savers who are willing to make short-term sacrifices can attain financial independence. Stephen's objective is to furnish millennials with the requisite knowledge to independently amass wealth by utilizing his YouTube videos and real-life illustrations. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe. See you later.